how do there, chums? 'Tis I, Captain of the Steves. And today, chums, there's been a bit of an update on the old Xbox update sort of saga and shenanigans. So, the video that I did the other day, I put on Twitter and I tagged Hello Games and Xbox support, hoping to get some sort of response. Xbox support was actually quite quick and putting a response there to say, maybe try a direct message. But I've seen loads of people putting up that they've already contacted Microsoft or phone support and there've been shared emails that they're not allowed to share and all sorts of other stuff. Yeah, Jim's NMS, another content creator over on YouTube, put up his actual communications with Xbox. And yeah, I told him not to share the information they shared. Anyway, so Xbox actually put out a tweet to say that it's actually coming soon. No Man's Sky World's coming soon to Xbox. Soon doesn't really tell us too much, but what did happen though is Hello Games, Sean Murray retweeted that Xbox tweet. Now my concerns were that, Sean of the Murrays and also over on the No Man's Sky website was listing this as being out on all platforms. However, when you went over to the actual Xbox store, it also says it's out with Worlds Part 1. I just didn't know whether Hello Games was in the loop, whether they knew that it was out for a download or not. I mean, technically they should. If something fails in certification or if it doesn't go on the store, they should get some sort of email notification come back from Xbox, or at least I would assume. I mean, they can't just leave you in the dark, can they? So I just thought that maybe somehow Sean of the Murrays and Hello Games wasn't aware that it was out on all platforms. And seeing that Sean had retweeted it was a very positive thing for me because, then you can get onto Xbox and say, come on, actually, they've got a point. This is a big swathe of our community. Do you realise how damaging this is to our community? It's multiplayer. You've got all these Xbox players jumping in, hitting up their PlayStation friends. Yeah, I'm ready to play. Let's go and have a look for some of these new worlds. Let's go stomp some bugs together. Then they find that no, they can't. They're on a different version. It won't let them connect on multiplayer. I've had so many comments coming in from Xbox players saying, I'm looking for these new bugs. How do I get them to spawn? I can't find a grub for the life of me, all the grub planets. And I'm in normal mode, like you've suggested. I'm like, are you on Xbox? Yes. It's not out on Xbox. But it says that it is. On the website it says that it is. Yeah, it's not out, mate. It's a weird sort of setup. Let me give you an analogy. Okay, so imagine this. You see in the local paper, Avatar 2. Go watch it at the cinemas now. Half price in every cinema. So you go to the cinema with your brothers. I mean, I've got two brothers. And say there's 3 screens. Yeah, so I go into screen 3. And one of my brothers goes into screen 1, the other one goes into screen 2. And we all come out at the end of the movie, and my brother's like, oh my God, did you see all that underwater scene? And, oh, it was amazing, blah, 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 oh, I'm so glad that the avatars got their planet and blah, 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 I'm like, underwater scene? What do you mean? What do you mean underwater scene? What are you on about? And then the penny drops. I thought that it was pretty much the same as Avatar 1 that I just watched. For some reason, screen 3 is only running Avatar 1. Go over to the front desk, speak to the lady, and she's like, oh yeah, but you can come back next week and watch Avatar 2 for free. But I've just sat through Avatar 1 when I didn't need to. You've already took my money that I paid to watch Avatar frickin' 2. Why isn't it playing on screen 3? Oh, well, it didn't go through on the old certification. We couldn't get the reels to go on. It wouldn't fit, so we've got an engineer coming in to certify it, stick on the new reels. You can watch it next week. But my brothers have just told me the frickin' ending and everything that happens. Spoilers much? Yeah? I wanted to compare notes. Now that's out the window. It's that. Basically. So if you think of all the players that have picked up this on Xbox after seeing Sean Murray's 6-minute video on IGN, after seeing that when they've gone over to the Xbox page, it actually plays the trailer that you've seen on IGN. It's got the artwork that you've seen on pretty much every single platform. Yeah, stop using IGN. I'm not sponsored. And, even in the write-up, it says, including Worlds 1. There's no, oh yeah, it's still going through certification. It will be coming soon. It needs to say that on the front page of where you're downloading it. You're not getting what you're paid for. Now, I know that it's going to come. And I know that it's not Hello Games' fault. It's like the cinema analogy. The cinema's at fault because they couldn't get the reels to play in Screen 3. This is the same thing. Hello Games has sent the actual update out to Xbox and Nintendo Switch. I mean, Nintendo hasn't gone and done what Xbox done, though. Their site still shows the old version. It still shows the old trailer. It doesn't even mention Worlds 1. But Xbox does. And Xbox is multiplayer. Xbox has got crossplay. It's a bit different because you pick up the game, you want to play with your mates, you can't. And your mates that are on PC or PlayStation are probably laughing at you going, I told you not to get an Xbox, because you know what the communities are like. Any chance they get to rib each other, it's going to happen. Okay, so of course there's a lot of freaking anger and frustration. And a lot of people saying, stop whinging, it's a free update, it's free. Well, all these players on Xbox, they might have picked up No Man's Sky right back when it launched, played it for a little while, I'll wait till it gets better. They've seen this trailer, it's got better, they're jumping back in. They've probably paid again for it, Paid, I know it's half price, but they've paid for Worlds 1 because that's what's exciting. That's what they want to jump into. That's not what they've got, okay? So you've got to see it from everybody's perspective. And I know it's not Hello Games' fault, and I know that it's more on the Xbox's side. And I also know about this CrowdStrike stuff, but this isn't the first time this has happened. It happened on Orbital, it happened on the update before that, the update before that. It happens on pretty much every update for Xbox. Comms at this point, communications from Hello Games' side and Xbox's side could be cleaner, better and more transparent by now because it happens so often. The trouble is not everybody keeps up with the No Man's Sky news. Okay, so not everybody is in the same loop as everybody else. So any new players coming in that have tried to pick this up and can't, it must be really frustrating for them right now. And it's really frustrating for content creators because at the moment we're getting bombarded with comments like, how do I get this to work? How do I get that to work? Are you on Xbox? Yes. It's not out on Xbox. Okay? So not only is the community being used as bug testers, we're also being used as almost the community support management because we're answering all the questions. We're answering the questions because they're not getting answers when they go to Hello Games and they're not getting answers when they go to Xbox. So you've got to see it from the actual perspective of content creators too that are getting inundated with a load of questions. You try to help them best you can and you think, a tweet or a simple message or a simple communication from Xbox or from Hello Games could, cut this off. And it just doesn't happen. And it's happening every single update. It's exhausting. It's an oddity. But anyway, people, I don't really want to put my strife over onto you. You're not a content creator. You're a viewer and a consumer of content. Yes, which is all great. You might be an Xbox player. You might be on another platform and you might be thinking, actually, if this happened to me and it happened to me on PlayStation or on PC, I think I'd probably be a little bit incensed too, especially with the amount of lackluster comms. And that's what this is all about. It's lackluster comms. I mean, yes, I went off a little bit on the deep end. Could this be something else? Could this be false advertising? You're still getting every single update up to this launch title. And you're still going to get Worlds 1, but you're not getting it as soon as you install it. That's the bit that needs to be clearer. That's the bit that they could improve on. And that's the bit that I wished they improved on before now. But at least we've got something. At least we've got acknowledgement that it's not out. Xbox have acknowledged it. Shaun of the Murrays and Hello Games have now acknowledged it through their retweet. So now hopefully they're working together to get it out there and get it done. And let's hope that future comms and future releases are a little bit more synchronistic. Or if they're not, at least let's hope that comms improves. Because it is just infuriating and frustrating and exhausting across the board. I'd imagine a lot of Xbox players have had a lot of wasted time trying to turn off their PlayStation, clear their cache, trying to work out why the update's not there, why they're not seeing these planets. And to add to this, okay, inside of the patch notes, if you look at the latest fixes, there's a fix there to fix why a load of these stalk trees, these corn stalk trees are appearing rather than the actual trees that should be there. So the planets aren't looking as they should, even for PlayStation and PC players. So Xbox might think, oh, maybe I've just got the bug. Maybe there's a bug there. Maybe that's why I'm not seeing these planets. I'll carry on looking. and they're on version 4.7, not version 5. It should just be clearer when you're downloading it that this is the version that you're downloading. Version 5 will come soon. Just keep checking your updates. Something along those lines, you know. Anyway, people, I think I've gone on long enough, but it's good news. It is coming soon to Xbox. When soon is? We don't know, but I'm guessing it's going to be tomorrow, because that's when the Expedition comes out. If it doesn't drop by tomorrow, and Xbox players are watching everybody else run the Expedition, then that's another thing that I'm probably going to get hit with. A lot of comments saying, I'm not watching your content because it contains spoilers. I really want this on the Xbox. The only platform I've got is Xbox. It's the only choice I've got. Or I'm uninstalling this. I'm going to go sell my Xbox and buy a PlayStation. I'm seeing lots of comments like that too. So this is damaging for Xbox. But it also sends out a sort of note to Hello Games. What's going to happen when you launch Light No Fire? You know, is it going to be a release that's on every platform, or is one platform going to be left behind? I don't know. There's lessons to be learnt, I think, from both sides, Microsoft and Hello Games, and maybe even the community, and maybe even content creators, and even maybe myself. I mean, I know from patterns that this happens. Okay, this happens, and it is down to Xbox and their certification process. If it can come out on PC and it can come out on PlayStation, there's no reason why it shouldn't be able to come out onto Xbox. Even on Xbox, if you could change your account to alpha or beta tester, happy to play a game with bugs, happy to send error reports. If they had a mode like that, like PC experimental, but for Xbox, you know, Steam experimental mode on Xbox, if they could do that so the players actually accept the fact that they are playing a game with a few bugs and those players get the update, that would work. That would work freaking great. Xbox, if you could do that, that'd be awesome. You know, at least then we're not going to get this sort of pushback and community upset. Hello Games prides itself on the community and everything they do for a community. I know Hello Games would love to have this roll out on every platform at the same time. This is not Hello Games' side, because I know for a fact that they do everything they possibly can for the community and to get this out for everybody at the same time. But when you go over to Hello Games' website and it shows all the little tiles out for Xbox, out for Nintendo Switch, it's not. Those tiles shouldn't be there until it is, in my opinion. Anyway, salute Mondo, goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again.
Seven hat, yes, here we go. Like and subscribe. Thank you to all my latest subscribers. Goose Moose, Inmate 9, Dev Nicholson. Thank you to my latest YouTube backers. The 9 7 after Yogi Lizard's Lounge. Thank you to my latest backers on Patreon. Somebody CBT gone, Sir Honorous gone, row. Oh, 7 hack, yes, here we go. Please like and subscribe.